time called you. So in a normal timeline, this is what we are used to. That anything that happens in 1988, life will go on, you cannot change it, yada, yada, yada. But in a time called you, everything is connected. That means that if the 2023 version of her did not go back in 1988, then this 2023 had to have lived through this part, which is the 2007, 2022 when Yeonjun died, and also another important one, 2002. Another thing that we know, 2006. So, if she did not go back in 1988, he would not have known who Heejun was. And if he had not known who Heejun was, then in 2002, even when he moved, time travel to go to Yeonjun's body, he had to have known who Heejun was in order for him to continue his life. But we know that everything is connected because Yeonjun and Nam Si-yeon lived at the same time until they met in 2020. This is wrong, 2022. So he said that I was the one who was sitting down and doing the waiting and taking the decision to go into the plane accident. And there was another version of Nam Si-yeon who had met him before he went back into his own body. So that means that they are stuck in a time loop. And by time loop, it means that there are this is happening multiple times. And they are doing the decision of going into the plane crash, knowing that they would die. Just because if this plane crash did not happen, then she would not have gone back in 1988. But if Nam Si-yeon's body did not give her the cassette, then everything is connected. Everything is connected. Also the fact that in 1988 the murder is happening, but the murderer was someone who lived in 2023. But he also lived at the same time because his consciousness in his brother's body was the same as the young child. But if that had not happened, if he had not gone back in 1988, but in 2023 version of him, he remembered doing those things with his brother. But how did he remember those things if his version had not gone back in 1988? So that's why everything's connected. So confusing, but once the time loop was, Once the time loop went away, then they made normal, in a normal timeline, somewhere around 2010, I don't know when she was young, as Nam Si-yeon and Heejun. And we do not know, I'm guessing the murders did not happen. Because again, if the 2023 version of them did not go back in 1988, then the murders would not have happened. Because when he met her, he was like, Minju, you look like Minju, you look like someone I know. That means that she's probably still alive somewhere. But that's the explanation I came up with. And I feel like this makes sense, so let me know what you guys think.